Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome or welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I am Helen and I am super happy to be doing this angelic messages reading for you guys. Now, we're going to be looking at the messages that the angels who wish to speak to you at this time, the messages that they have for you. And as always, this is going to be a general reading, so please just take the messages as they resonate and don't try and force anything that doesn't sound familiar or that doesn't make sense to you. You will know if it is your message or if it's intended for you. And with that being said, let's get straight to the reading. By the way, if you're interested in the decks that I'm using in this reading, you can check the description box. I have listed them there. But so we're going to start first off with what the angels are applauding you on, or what they are proud of you for. What have you been doing that is in alignment with your highest good? So let's see. We have Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Oh wow. Guardian angel, you are not alone is the underlying energy. Okay, so let's get all the other cards on the table first. So let's look at what is still blocked within you, what the angels want you to pay attention to. Oh wow, Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Okay. And Shaman, trust in higher forces. And lastly, let's look at what kind of angelic blessing is coming your way. Oh, Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Oh wow. Okay, and the underlying energy is Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. That's the underlying energy for your reading. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm getting the sense with your reading that you have been very independent, very self-reliant, and very much focusing on your own will, focusing on what you can do for yourself, what you can do for your for the betterment of your life, almost like deciding to kind of take matters into your own hands as much as possible and get things done that need doing. And I do see you having been quite successful at that. I'm getting the sense that the angels are very proud of you for coming so far, for achieving so much in whatever way that manifests for you, whether it is actually in in a material sense, in physical abundance, material possessions, all that kind of thing. It could be monetary, but it could also be in a more so like a spiritual sense. You may have been doing a lot of growing as a person and really been working on yourself. But in any case, I get a very individualistic and a very, just a very strong, independent vibe from this reading. And I'm mostly getting that with the underlying energy. Surround yourself with protective energy. I kind of feel like that's what you have been doing. I see you having been more focused on just kind of putting your head down, doing your own work, focusing on what is going on with you, and not so much getting distracted by other people's stuff, other people's dramas, just doing your part in getting your life in the best state that it can be, doing as much as you can to develop, to grow, to make practical use of the time that we are in, and actually grow in some way. And it's very clear that you have been successful, and it's very clear that the angels are very much proud of you for that. But the next card is kind of puzzling because it's indicating that you may be keeping so much to yourself or focusing so much on your own life and your own stuff and your own growth, that you may have become somewhat distanced from other people. You may find it difficult to connect with others at this time. You may find that you are not so, that you're not really called as much to spend time in other people's company. As I said, this individualistic sense is so strong in this reading, so strong. And even though it's very clear that you don't need anyone, you don't have to rely on anyone else to thrive and to be successful. It's very clear that you can do that all by yourself, that you've got that covered. But it is also clear that you may be drifting away from others a bit too much. And you may be feeling reluctant to accept the help that maybe other people are trying to give you, or the support that other people may be trying to give you. And it may be coming not from a place of like pride or feeling that you are too good for that or that you don't need it or whatever. I'm not getting like this cocky vibe. I'm also getting the vibe that because you are so in tune with your own things, because your focus is so much elsewhere, you may feel that you don't have it in you to reciprocate what other people are trying to give to you. And because you are so generous of heart, it may just be that you are feeling like you'd rather not accept what other people are trying to give you, rather not accept other people's help or their gifts or their support in whatever way, and just kind of do things as you do by yourself, then kind of like disappoint them by not having anything to give in return. And even though I sincerely don't think that they would be disappointed, I feel that the support or the help that may be trying to come your way is coming from a very authentic and a very loving place, which means that people just want to be there for you. They just want to support you. They don't want anything in return. It's not like an expectation thing. But you just might feel almost like obliged or like it's necessary for you to kind of pay them back some way, because it just comes so naturally to you to be generous, and you may have a hard time just accepting, just receiving the love and support that is trying to come your way. And I feel like that's something that the angels really want you to pay attention to. It's something that I feel would really benefit your life if you learned to kind of deal with that, to be more open, to be more receptive, and to be more okay with receiving without guilt, is what I'm hearing. And then we have this beautiful star ancestor as the angelic blessing that is coming your way. I feel you getting a very strong signal or sign from your, either it could be from your actual ancestor, it could be from your higher self, it could be from the angels themselves, but it is from a higher being, from a more ascended being, from spirit. And I feel like it's coming your way to help guide you, to help make this journey that you are on even easier for you, even though, as I said, it seems to be very successful anyway. You seem to be doing a very good job at managing your journey, managing your life in any case. But I do get the sense that your support team, your spiritual team, do want to help you, they do want to guide you to make this journey even easier for you. And I do get the sense that that's why this card over here is coming out, because it seems that you may not only be like struggling with accepting other people's help, people who are actually physically around you, but you may also be struggling with spirit's help, with allowing your spiritual team to connect with you and to talk to you and to guide you, because you're just so strong-willed and so like single-minded, and because you are doing such a good job, it's almost like, again, I'm getting the sense that you're doing so okay, you don't really need it, and you don't really need it. But I just feel like the journey would be even more enjoyable. It could be so much more enjoyable than it is now, and things might be manifesting so much more easily, so much more effortlessly for you, if you were to allow the support and the help to come in. And as I said, I get the sense that you will start noticing more signs, you will start noticing more synchronicities, you'll start noticing more serendipitous events. It will almost become impossible for you to ignore, and maybe even these signs will start emerging from within, through your dreams, or through some kind of visions. Yeah, there is going to be some kind of guiding voice that is going to be coming in to help you. And this is a rather more specific message, but if there is something, if your path is following the footsteps of one of your ancestors, if you are attempting to go down a route that one of your ancestors, or maybe even several of your ancestors, have gone down, then I do see success in that as well. A lot of growth and a lot of involvement in that as well. But I'm also getting the sense that you are asked to receive, you're asked to accept the help and the guidance that is trying to come in for you. But let's see what else we can get from these angelic messages. So starting with this first card, with this beautiful lady, we're going to see what you can do to keep going down your most aligned path, what the angels recommend you to do. Oh, wow. Okay. What's this? The Emperor in reverse. I'm not going to take it because we already have 2 cards. And we have the 2 of Cups with Judgment in reverse. And the Emperor didn't really turn over. Interesting. We have the Page of Pentacles. I do just want to note, though, it's kind of interesting. Here it is. It's kind of interesting because this Lady card is similar, or it's equal, I suppose, equal to the Empress card in tarot. And the Emperor and the Empress are counterparts, as you probably very well know. So it's interesting that you're getting the masculine side in reverse, and this feminine, more nurturing, abundant side is coming out upright. But even with these cards, I'm getting this sense, this message is rather strong, that that the best way for you to move forward is to let support come in, is to allow Spirit to help you. And I'm specifically talking about Spirit because of this Judgment in reverse over here. It's I'm actually, you know what, I'm gonna keep this Emperor card out because it's clearly very relevant to this story anyway. It's very important for you to accept the help, to allow some kind of support or some kind of unity to take place, rather than being the sole player in this endeavor. Because it seems that, as I said, even though you have been doing such a great job, there is still much that you cannot possibly know all by yourself, that you cannot possibly achieve all by yourself. There's so much more. And especially because we are talking about this Judgment card over here, which is talking about a higher purpose, a higher calling. I do see you needing additional support or needing some kind of, needing assistance with that. So this is not, this path of yours is not meant to be a solo path, even though you are succeeding, even though you are very capable of creating an abundant life for yourself, and even though you have been doing so much growing and so much evolving, I still get the sense that it's also important for you to keep this attitude of a lifelong student, of reminding yourself that as much growing and as much developing and learning that you do, there is always more to learn. There's always more to discover. There's always more heights to reach. And I feel like that's what you're asked to do here, to allow Spirit to help you, to allow the people around you who support you, who love you, to allow them to help you as well. And we're even getting a numerological synchronicity with the Two of Cups and Judgment, which is number 20. So you get 2-2 or 22. And 2 as a number in numerological sense is also talking about a coming together, a union, a relationship, a partnership. So yeah, it's time for you to take on this student role again and allow yourself to be led, and put down this this ruling position that you have been in, because it's time for new growth and new chapters. But let's see where this block of yours is coming from. Where is this block in Leo coming from? We have one. Knight of Swords. One more, please. We have the Ace of Wands. Oh, interesting. And the Ten of Cups coming out in reverse. You may have been brought up in a family or in a community where this masculinity and a very strong, a very go-getter kind of attitude was very much praised, where being independent and being able to solve your own issues, like that kind of thing was very much appreciated or very much encouraged, whereas maybe like any signs of weakness, so to say, even though like asking for help or accepting help is in no way a sign of weakness, but I'm getting this sense, or I'm getting this notion that maybe wherever you come from or wherever you were brought up in, that the surroundings, your community, your family, maybe your parents were enforcing that kind of belief on you, that might have been what you were taught. Because with both of these cards, I'm just getting so much masculine energy, so much dominant energy, so much competitive energy, almost like wherever you were brought up in, or wherever you come from, whatever the norms of your cultural background are, they seem to be steeped in this understanding that you have to fight for what you have. You have to fight for success and for growth, and any kind of, not necessarily entitlement, but privilege, or when things are just kind of handed to you more easily, when things are just gifted to you, I feel like that kind of thing might have really been frowned upon, or it might have been, again, not considered in the best light. So that made you start believing that that you have to struggle for the things that you want, and the more you struggle, the more you overcome, the more obstacles you cross, and the more competition you defeat, the stronger, the more respected, the better you are, the more honorable you are. And maybe even as a child, I'm getting this image of like having to work for everything. Maybe you didn't get like an allowance from your parents. Maybe you had to do chores around the house, or maybe you had to do like little jobs for your neighbors or for some other people to earn some pocket money. I'm getting like those kinds of images that you really had to work hard for what you had, and even like maybe even any signs of like affection or any showing of emotion wasn't maybe, I'm not necessarily getting that it wasn't allowed, but I'm getting the sense that it wasn't, again, it was kind of looked down upon. It wasn't considered to be like appropriate. So it seems that wherever you come from, whatever your background is, it seems to have built up this resistance in you to accept help, to receive the gifts and the opportunities that are being handed to you, because it triggers these alarm bells in you, which kind of tell you that, you know, if you accept this help, or if you take this help, then you're weak, or then you're not good enough, or it's like a shameful thing, or that you can't accomplish those things yourself, or it's going to look badly to others, or something like that. I feel that there is a certain aspect of like shame or guilt that is written within you, and it's because of your background, because of what you've been taught, because of what you have been programmed to believe, and that's why you're having such a hard time allowing others to help you without you like giving them anything in return. And if that's the case, if everything that I just said made sense to you, if you recognized it, then I feel that the angels are urging you to acknowledge these subconscious beliefs that you have, and really look at them and confront them, and see from this evolved, from this grown, from this developed viewpoint that you now have, really like judge for yourself whether you still believe them to be true, whether they actually coincide with your viewpoint, with your beliefs, with your values now. Are they still relevant to you? Because the angels seem to be saying that they want you to reconsider and start opening your heart up to these beautiful energies that are being offered to you, that are trying to come in. Right. And let's get some information about the star ancestor as well. Let's see how this blessing is going to be manifesting for you, what you can expect. We have the Nine of Wands. Can we get one more card, please? Oh, thank you. And we have the Fool. Oh, look at that. And the star is at the bottom. How beautiful of a synchronicity is that? Okay. It seems that right at that moment when you feel so tired, when you feel so overwhelmed. And even though you're still keeping it together, because you are a Leo and you are clearly a fighter and you're clearly a very strong and powerful individual, at that specific moment, this, like, almost this beautiful new spark of inspiration will come. And I do get a very strong sense that it will almost be like this divine enlightenment that is going to be happening, which will just fill you with new enthusiasm, new zest for life, maybe even completely like new adventures. Yeah, it may be that you will be led to whole new chapters and whole new experiences that you may not have even imagined for yourself before. Whatever it is that is going to be being brought to your attention, or that is going to be illuminated for you, however this help is going to be manifesting for you individually, specifically, it is going to be in alignment with your path, with your soul's purpose, with what you came here to do. And I do see I do see you just getting like a completely like this free and just full of energy, full of life is really all I can say. Like, that kind of attitude is what is jumping out at me, because even looking at these cards, both of these, they look like the same person. They're so similar. They look like the same person, except on this card over here, you can see how worn out, how tired, how like just completely drained this person is, and how unmotivated this person is. And over here you can see how they are radiant. They are just brimming of energy, brimming of life, brimming of just optimism. And they are waiting, they are ready to leap into new experiences, ready to take on the world. So yeah, I really think that that the support and the guidance is going to be coming your way. You can even see it on this with this white dog over here. I feel that this is going to be the guidance that is going to be coming your way. It's going to be making, as I said, it's going to make your life so much more easy. And however big or small this realization is, or this guidance that will be coming in, it's going to be an improvement to your life in any case. So yeah, wow. I think I'm going to leave it there, because I know that I'm for some reason taking so long with these readings, and I don't know what it is this time, but these messages they are just taking their sweet time. So if you stuck it out until now, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. And I do hope that that this reading made sense to you and it gave you something useful. And if you did resonate with this, if anything that I said sounded familiar to you, or you could apply anything to your circumstances, then don't forget to do all the subscribing and the liking and the commenting. I would really appreciate it. It would let me know that you enjoy my content, and then I would be able to do more of these. Thank you so much. I am sending you guys so much love and light. Please take care of yourselves, my sweet Leos, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye.